motorcycle modifications often get a bad reputation. When most people think of bike mods, they imagine loud exhausts, flashy lights, or cosmetic additions that add weight without improving function. But there's a whole world of upgrades that rarely get discussed: the subtle, smart, and genuinely useful mods that enhance your ride in meaningful ways. These aren't the modifications you show off at bike night. They're the ones that quietly make your motorcycle more rideable, more reliable, and more personalized to your needs. Many of them don't even look like modifications, but once you install them, you'll wonder how you ever rode without them. Let's explore some of these underrated, under-the-radar motorcycle mods that actually matter, even if they're not grabbing attention on social media. First up is the clutch arm extension. This simple bolt-on piece attaches to your clutch actuator arm at the engine, giving you a longer lever ratio. The result? A noticeably lighter clutch pull without changing the actual clutch springs or cable. It's a game changer for bikes with stiff clutches, especially older models or those with aggressive sport clutches. If you ride in heavy traffic, do a lot of slow-speed maneuvering, or simply value comfort on long rides, this mod can make a world of difference. The beauty lies in the physics. A longer lever means more mechanical advantage. You pull the lever the same distance, but it requires less force. Most riders won't even notice the extension tucked down by the engine, but your hands certainly will. Next, consider an inline fuel filter with quick disconnect fittings. If you've ever had to remove your fuel tank for maintenance, you know the hassle: awkward angles, fuel dripping everywhere, and hoses fighting you the whole way. An inline fuel filter with quick disconnect solves this problem elegantly. You add a compact, transparent fuel filter between the tank and carburetors or injectors, using quick disconnect couplings to make removal a one-click job. No clamps, no spills, no guesswork. This mod offers two significant benefits: cleaner fuel, especially for bikes that sit idle for long periods, and much easier maintenance. Many quick disconnects also feature auto shut-off valves, meaning no fuel leakage when you separate them. It's the kind of upgrade that feels like it should have come from the factory. Third on our list are silicone vacuum caps. Look under your bike's tank or airbox, and you'll likely see a mess of rubber vacuum lines, many of which aren't even connected to anything. They're often capped with old rubber plugs that crack at the slightest provocation. Silicone vacuum caps are a simple, inexpensive solution. Unlike the stock rubber parts that dry rot after a couple of seasons, silicone caps are heat-resistant, fuel-resistant, and far more durable. A kit of assorted sizes costs less than $10 and can solve a multitude of potential issues. Vacuum leaks can cause all sorts of annoying symptoms like rough idling, hard starting, and weird throttle response. By replacing those old, cracked rubber caps with silicone ones, you're preventing future headaches and keeping your engine bay clean and tidy. Fourth, consider LED backlighting for your gauges. Stock gauge lighting on most bikes is often an afterthought: dim, uneven, and sometimes just a single sad bulb trying to illuminate your entire instrument cluster. Swapping in a low-power LED backlight can transform your gauges, providing even, crisp illumination in whatever color suits your ride. It's not just about looks, it's about clarity and safety. When you're riding at night, the last thing you want is to struggle to read your gauges. LED backlighting is brighter, lasts longer, and draws less power, which is particularly beneficial if you're running a smaller charging system or a lithium battery. Fifth on our list are axle sliders that double as towing spools. Most people think of axle sliders purely as crash protection, but smart riders choose a set that serves double duty. These combo-style sliders mount to your rear, and sometimes front, axles, providing a solid pickup point for using a rear stand, perfect for chain maintenance, tire swaps, or winter storage. They also protect your swing arm and axle if the bike tips over or slides. Since they're mounted through the axle, they're tougher and less obtrusive than bolt-on swing arm spool brackets. As a bonus, they provide a built-in tie-down point if you ever need to trailer your bike or get pulled out of a sticky situation. Sixth, consider a waterproof USB charging port with a kill switch. Everyone wants a USB port on their bike until they realize most of them drain the battery even when the bike is off. That's why a smart move is to install a USB port with an integrated waterproof kill switch. Flip it on when you need juice, flip it off when you're done, no drain, no problem. Mount it in a weatherproof spot and pair it with a fuse circuit for clean, protected power that won't ruin your day. It's a tiny upgrade that saves you from massive headaches, like coming back to a dead bike because you left your GPS plugged in overnight. 7th, upgrade your throttle tube with a better cam profile. Most riders never think about their throttle tube until they try one with an improved design. Many stock throttles have a long, vague pull-you twist and twist just to get into the meat of the power band. A quick-turn throttle tube or one with a progressive cam profile gives you faster throttle response with less wrist movement and smoother modulation at low speeds. This isn't just for racers, it's for anyone who wants better control, whether you're navigating slow-speed U-turns or trying to hold steady throttle through a bumpy corner. 8th on our list is an LED load equalizer. If you've swapped your old turn signals for sleek, low-profile LEDs, you might have encountered the dreaded hyper-flashing problem. An LED load equalizer is a simple inline module that tells your flasher relay that everything's okay, the bulb isn't burning out, it's just more efficient. It's not glamorous, but if you're running LED signals, it's essential for proper function and avoiding electrical headaches. 9th, consider handlebar vibration dampers that actually work. While every bike has some vibration, certain engines, especially singles and parallel twins, can shake your arms numb on long rides. True vibration dampers are designed to absorb and dissipate vibration through mass and internal friction. The result is less fatigue, better comfort, and more control. Your mirrors stay clearer, your throttle hand stops tingling, and your grip stays looser because your hands aren't subconsciously clenching just to stay steady. 10th, upgrade to tapered wheel balancing weights. Those little stick-on weights that came with your last tire change? They're garbage. They peel, they corrode, they fall off with heat and rain. Tapered clamp-on wheel balancing weights installed directly onto the wheel lip, usually via a tight mechanical fit or a tiny grub screw. They're sleek, secure, and don't rely on tape that stops sticking the moment it sees moisture or tire lube. Some are even reusable, meaning you're not constantly rebalancing every time you swap tires. These underrated mods might not win you any shows, but they'll win you better rides. Less fatigue, fewer headaches, easier maintenance, and more peace of mind. That's the kind of custom work that truly matters. So next time you're thinking about upgrading your bike, consider these hidden gems. They might not be flashy, but they'll make every ride smoother, safer, and more enjoyable. And isn't that what motorcycling is all about?